brought it back quick.
She has like skull fractures.
And good morning to you and welcome back. Guess I should be telling myself that. So welcome back. That makes sense. Good morning to you. We are back and we are in the saddle ready to go. We're live here at American Import Auto Repair. Hope you had a great and wonderful and Merry Christmas. And whew, it is a busy time for sports, I can tell you that. We got lots going on. We're live at American Import Auto Repair on the free loaner car program. We're here with Miss Misty, and we've got, let's see, we've got our buddy Big Sexy back yonder, and Tim and Kim. So we are here at American Import Auto Repair. We're back again in the saddle after a day off. Let's see, we took off, what did we take off? Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Took 3 days off and back. At Christmas time, I just lose, I can't keep up with the dates. In fact, I was typing to the date, I thought it was the 28th. So it's the 27th, and we're here, and producer extraordinaire Ben's over there. Good morning, sir. How you doing? Hope you had a great Christmas. You deserved it. I hope you did. Yeah, we did as well. We had a big time, and I've seen about all the Hallmark movies I want to see. I can tell you that. We've sat and watched Hallmark movies, and the little people snot and snorted and cried and teared up over these sappy Hallmark. They're great movies, but probably seen enough. So probably tonight I'm going to put a cowboy movie in or something. Just kind of counterbalance all the love and the syrupiness. But it was good. We had a good time. In all seriousness, had fun, and so. It is back to work we go. Today we're at American Import Auto Repair. Tomorrow will be a champion. Tomorrow will be at Chick-fil-A. And then on Thursday we'll be a champion. Then on Friday we'll be at Food City and Gray to kick off the New Year's Eve weekend. So lots going on. As always, we start our show every day by dedicating to the man who hung on the cross. And today it's Jeremiah 33:3. The verse says, "Call unto me and I will answer you and tell you great and unsearchable things that you do not know." There you go. That's our verse to get it started on this Tuesday, December the 27th, 2016. A little cooler, not cold weather coming, a little cooler weather coming in here. It's not going to be cold like it was here a couple of weeks ago. So back to the studio we go. Ben Foy, what would be the weather forecast for us here in the next couple of days?
That's what we were saying. Now they come back and want to work out after lunch instead of lunch. We work out lunch. We come back and do that. American Import Auto Repair. Yes. We did, because we got those 2 tires. When did you want to bring that in? How you feel?
I did for about the first 10 weeks. I don't take prenatal out of it.
There you go. A little cooler, a little wet, a little cooler, but and a little bit of snow, but nothing really to get too excited about. Is that correct?
Well, it's Wednesday. Well, you're dropping it off, so they'll have it done before lunch if you drop it off at 8.
Going to be in the 50s and 60s, so we'll take it all day long, and some 40s as well, but nothing like we had a couple of weeks ago. That's your weather forecast. We're live here at American Import Auto Repair, home of the free loaner car program. We will continue because it's more than just at Christmas time. We will continue to tell you about the Super Saver Maintenance Club for only $99. Now, if you came in and bought all this, had this done to your vehicle, it will cost you $519. As it is, only $99. You get 4 free oil changes and 2 tire rotations, a complete car inspection bumper to bumper, $15 off transmission service, $10 off the coolant flush, $15 off of BG Fuel induction cleaning service. This is all for 13 months now. This will last for 13 months. If you buy it now, it'll be good through January of next year, 2018. It can be shared. This is the really cool part about all this. It can be shared with multiple vehicles. So you have I know that a lot of folks come in and buy this for kids in college, or the husband or the wife has a car, so it's a 2 or 3 car family. This maintenance club can be shared with multiple vehicles. So right out of the chute, you got 4 oil changes over the next 13 months for free and 2 tire rotations. That right there pays for it. You also have a free brake system inspection anytime in the 13 months. Also, $30 off a single invoice over $300. Also, you have a $10 off any AC system service. So you got free tire repair, puncture, or bead sealing service. That's part of this Super Saver Maintenance Club. So again, paid for all this would be $519. You can get it for $99. Again, here at American Import Auto Repair, home of the free loaner car program. Also, Tim's got these books. We're going to be talking about these books coming up in a few minutes. It's called Guide to Vehicle Maintenance. It's a no-brainer for the different things on your car, like fuel induction service, the battery. Here's an article about air filters. Also, it's very good stuff. It's like Auto Maintenance 101. It's free books. Engine coolant, antifreeze, power steering fluid, when you should be replacing all this, the front and rear differential fluid. I forgot all about they even have that. Transfer case fluid, all this, spark plugs, it's all timing belt, it's all in here. So it's a free book. It's called American Import Auto Repair Guide to Vehicle Maintenance. They're giving these away. How to keep your vehicle safe and reliable long after the payments are done, which is a good thing. More folks are keeping their vehicles than trading, although based on what Champion Chevrolet was telling me last week, they're doing a lot of trading at Champion too. One of our great sponsors. Holy smokes. Sold 7 in one day. When I was in there last Thursday morning, they had sold 7 by the time the show started at 11 o'clock. Shit. We'll talk more about Champion Chevrolet, one of our great sponsors. I wanted to read this last week and I couldn't find it. I found it. That's kind of a surprise, but we found it. And so here's a little 8 question test if you're a Christmas Scrooge. Are you ready, Mr. Foy? We'll try it on you. By the way, hello to folks on Facebook Live today. We appreciate you wherever you may be watching and listening on Facebook Live. TomTaylorSports.com. All right, here we go. This is good. Number 1, if you turn on the lawn sprinklers on Christmas Eve to keep carolers away, you just might be a Scrooge. Number 2, if you buy all of your Christmas gifts at a store that also sells gas, you just might be a Scrooge.
I split it with my dad last year. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's like
There you go.
$99 plus tax.
At a truck stop? All right. Number 3, if you get your Christmas tree at a rest stop at night, you just might be a Scrooge. So there you go. Number 4, if you give bathroom fixtures as Christmas gifts, you just might be a Scrooge. If your favorite Christmas movie is Jurassic Park, you just might be a Scrooge. I love this one. This is West Virginia all over this. If your best Christmas tradition involves a fire and reindeer meat, you just might be a Scrooge.
Yeah, I'm probably going to just get it packaged up.
2 more. Favorite pastime is putting defective Christmas light bulbs in your neighbor's string of Christmas lights. You just might be a Scrooge. And your last one, and this is my favorite one because I know someone that's did this. If your only holiday decoration at Christmas is a rotting pumpkin,
Y'all use Castro motor on it.
you just might be a Scrooge. No, but I know somebody who did and still had a pumpkin on their porch on Christmas Eve, and I'm thinking, really? Be a good time to take the photo.
Get whatever they want.
Yes. All right. Oh, yeah.
I mean, all that zebra. Oh, wait a minute. I mean, all that zebra. Caramel.
Yeah.
I got to eat chips and salsa for breakfast, so.
No, stay up in the air.
Chips and salsa for breakfast.
That's pretty good.
I do that.
Breakfast is
That's pretty good.
I'll be drunk.
We're live at American Import Auto Repair, home of the free loaner car program. We are broadcasting live here today. Tomorrow we're going to be at Chick-fil-A. And then we will also be...
You don't gain weight.
That's pretty weird.
Gain weight since y'all been
Are you-
dating.
Had an incoming call on a phone. It's not supposed to incoming call. That's pretty weird. Anyway, we're going to be at Chick-fil-A tomorrow, at Thursday at Champion Chevrolet, then Friday we'll be at Food City and Gray, getting ready for the New Year's Eve weekend. Let's roll the music. Let's get it started. We'll start with the National Football League, our first stop on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. See what's happening in the NFL from last night, Monday Night Football. Dez Bryant threw his first career touchdown pass between a pair of scoring catches. Ezekiel Elliott ran for 2 TDs, and the Cowboys kept Detroit from clinching a playoff spot. 42-21 win over the Lions last night. On Monday Night Football, Jason Witten from Elizabeth, and 2 catches, 33 yards, and a touchdown catch. 2 of those, 2 catches, I should say, 33 yards. One of those a TD catch on a flea flicker play, a little razzle-dazzle play. With home field advantage already wrapped up, the Cowboys now 13-2. Did not let up in their 7th straight home win, while matching their franchise record in victories, reached 2 other times And so the biggest sign they are serious about this one came late in the third quarter when Bryant took a reverse pitch from quarterback Dak Prescott, tucked the ball as if he was planning to run for pulling up and tossing a touchdown to the wide open Witten for an easy 10-yard score, 35-21 lead. So big win last night for the Cowboys in Monday Night Football. And Detroit quarterback Matt Stafford lost in a visit to his hometown team again after a wild card defeat 2 years ago. Now, while the Lions missed a chance to clinch a playoff spot with their second straight loss following 5 straight wins, they still control their postseason fate. Detroit plays Green Bay at Lambeau Field for the NFC North title in the finale on Sunday. And so that'll be a chance for, make sure it's in Lambeau Field. And I said that. I want to double check here. No, I'm wrong. It's in Detroit at the Silverdome. My apology. It'll be at the Silverdome on Sunday night. And so, again, the Detroit Lions will get a chance to redeem themselves by hosting Green Bay for the NFC North title in the finale on Sunday. The regular season ends on Sunday in the National Football League. Ezekiel Elliott, the NFL rushing leader from Ohio State, the rookie man, had a 55-yard touchdown run in the first half, finished with 80 yards on 12 carries. And so, again, the first-year sensation, simply known as Zeke, is 177 yards shy of Eric Dickerson's 33-year-old rookie rushing record of 1,808 yards. And so he has a chance to do that. Again, that'll be coming up again as the Cowboys will do battle coming up this weekend. And the Cowboys will finish up their season. Should be, where are we at? Monday Night Football, we got you that one. Cowboys... Oh, they're going to be in Philadelphia on Sunday, New Year's Day. So they'll wrap things up against the Eagles in Philadelphia. The chance for Ezekiel Elliott to set that NFL record. Again, Eric Dickerson, 1,808 yards, and the rookie sensation back in the day, and Elliott having that kind of a year for the Dallas Cowboys. So, which one? No, I was with the little people, no. Oh, really? And they didn't think he could play for the Dallas Cowboys. They took him as hopeful, as someone you could work into down the road in a couple of years, kind of a understanding Romo. And look what he's done to the Cowboy team. Romo's he's ready to go, but they're not going to let him in because he'll stop the momentum of the Dallas Cowboys. They'll use him if need be, but right now it's clearly Prescott's football team. So the playoffs have been set in the National Football League. The AFC side is in. New England, the Raiders. Now, you saw where my quarterback broke his leg, so I don't know what that's going to do for our postseason chances, but wouldn't think it'd be very good. So Derek Carr's out for the year. He had surgery on Sunday. Steelers, Houston, Kansas City, and Miami. Those teams are in, set, and ready. Tell you what, I'm a lucky man. This lady takes care of me down here, and I'm here to tell you, I just got me a little plate of treats.
I'll be back.
Look at me over here. Got cookies, stop me dead in my tracks. Man, I weighed a man's heart through his stomach. Right in the middle, I stopped mid-sentence to see what kind of treats I got. Peanuts and cookies. Nice. Yeah, Misty, dramatic pause. Misty spoiled what she's doing. Anyway, all right, let's run them down for you. New England, Oakland, Pittsburgh, Houston, Kansas City, and Miami are in the AFC. NFC's pretty well set. Of course, you take 6 teams. Dallas, Atlanta, Seattle, Green Bay, the Giants, and Detroit are in. Still breathing. Barely breathing. Barely with a heartbeat, but still in there are Washington and Tampa Bay. The Redskins and the Buccaneers. And so for Tampa Bay, they're going to win their season finale and hope for losses by Washington and Green Bay next week. If that happens and you begin a complicated, and that's an understatement, complicated tiebreaker system based on strength of victories to decide the final playoff spot between the Bucs and the Packers. So we'll see, but it's all determined on who does what. We'll run down the schedule for you coming up in a minute. Also, Green Bay, 8th in NFC behind Green Bay and Tampa Bay, the Redskins, with a chance to get eliminated from contention. Washington stayed alive, barely. They're still breathing. So here is the schedule for coming up. Everything happening on Sunday, New Year's Day. It'll be the Patriots in Miami, Cleveland and Pittsburgh, Carolina, Tampa Bay. As we said, at Philadelphia. Tennessee, Marcus Mariota with leg surgery tomorrow. He's out for the season. So 2 young quarterbacks, Mariota for Tennessee and Derek Carr for Oakland, with season-ending injuries. Buffalo and New York to battle the Jets. Chicago and Minnesota. Baltimore and Cincinnati. Jacksonville with their interim coach in Indianapolis. The hapless San Francisco 49ers at 2-13 are going to be hosting Seattle, which should be a butt whooping being put on by the Seahawks. Saints in Atlanta. Kansas City at San Diego. Arizona in Los Angeles to battle the Rams with their interim coach. As we said, the Giants in Washington on Sunday night. Green Bay at Detroit. And, of course, my boys, the Raiders, will be in Denver to battle the Broncos with a backup quarterback. So, I don't know. You hate not to be optimistic because I'm an optimistic kind of guy, but reality also sets in. So without Derek Carr, it's a very average football team, I think. Of course, their quarterback, Mr. Matt, would argue that point. He wants to show that he can lead this football team. So he'll get that chance again coming up again on Sunday in Denver against the Broncos. So here it is with the AFC, again, the Patriots and the Dolphins out of the East, and the North, the Steelers, out of the South, the Texans, out of the West, the Raiders and the Chiefs, and the NFC, the Cowboys and the Giants and the Redskins, possibly, in the NFC East. NFC North will be Detroit and or Green Bay. NFC South will be the Falcons and or Tampa Bay, and the Seattle Seahawks are representing the NFC West. So, again, your teams in for the playoffs go as follows. AFC has decided New England, Oakland, Pittsburgh, Houston, Kansas City, and Miami. In the NFC, 6 are in, but again, they're still 2 on the bubble. Dallas, Atlanta, Seattle, Green Bay, the Giants, and Detroit are in, and still kind of hanging around, just barely breathing, but they're breathing. The Redskins and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, led by Jameis Winston, formerly of Florida State. So that's your NFL look here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Quick break. We'll be right back. When we do, we're going to jump in there and take a look at Major League Baseball. It's interesting about Edwin Encarnacion, who signed last week with the Cleveland Indians. It's kind of cool how it all happened. You would think they're all sitting around a table, hammering it out, and wasn't even close. It was pretty cool. Agents doing one thing, and the owner of the team's doing something else for Christmas, and they did it over the phone. We'll tell you about the signing of Edward Encarnacion. Also, college basketball polls are out this week. All that plus Tim Smith's coming up here at American Import Auto Repair, live on the road. Tomorrow we'll be at Chick-fil-A, Thursday at Champion Chevrolet, and Friday at Food City and Gray. Again on the Tom Taylor Sports Show on AM 790 WETB. Hello, Facebook Live folks. Again, Juggling Radio and Facebook, and again, be sure and like us and share us, and you have been. Last week's show had over 3,500 folks watched Friday's show. We appreciate that very much. Our high water mark last Thursday, we had over 60, I'm still going, 6,400 watching the show and listening to the shows. We have very much. Again, watch us, like us, share us, and again at TomTaylorSports.com, TomTaylorSports.com, I should say, and that's your one-stop shop. You can watch us on Facebook, you can listen to us on the radio, and so we are growing, and thanks to Appalachian Digital. So, and also one of our great sponsors making this thing go, the good folks at Blue Lizard Australian Sunscreen. Again, you say, why are you pushing that in the middle of the winter? Well, because the sun is tougher on you when the sun's out. It's not out today, of course, but the sun is tougher on you in the wintertime than it is in the summertime. So, because you are closer to the sun, so says our buddy Jeff Bedard, and because of that, the rays are closer and more intense. So, going to be out and about. Be sure and slather on some Blue Lizard Australian Sunscreen, which is available all over the area. And don't forget, it's produced right here in Johnson City. The 11th fastest growing mom and pop company in America. Just did $1 million renovation down in South Johnson City. So one of our great sponsors, check them out. Blue Lizard Australian Sunscreen. All right, we'll be right back. Talk a little college hoops coming up here in just a second. Mr. Ben, everything good? Okay. Probably do the national anthem coming up here too. Hers. Can't remember the other one I got. What's the other one we have? Oh. Let's do that one tomorrow and we'll do her today. We'll try and do it every day now.
Okay. And is it around front? Needs to come around with it, correct? Okay. Okay.
Okay. Hey, thank you.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us on AM 790 WETB. Check us out streaming audio as well, WETB 790. Got the national anthem coming up here in just a few minutes. Got to take me out to the ball game. Little Major League Baseball coming up here in just a second. We're going to talk about Edwin Encarnacion. Also, stories about the Bristol Pirates here locally, and also the Johnson City Cardinals and the Elizabethan Twins. So, we'll get us a little baseball music coming up here in just a second. We are live again, American Import Auto Repair, home of the free loaner car program. And again, we're going to be talking to our buddy Tim Smith coming up here in just a few minutes. Take me out of the ball game, Mr. Ben. Can you rank for me? Take me out to the...
I'm thinking I'm just going to wait and pay for this one, because I think once I probably split one with my dad.
Okay, that's why I wanted to assure and make sure and ask.
Take me out of the ball game. Here we go. It's pretty cool. Edwin Encarnacion signing last week a 3-year deal to Cleveland Indians worth $60 million and a big free agent coup for the defending American League champions. Well, this is how it all came down. This is pretty cool stuff. His agent was at Six Flags, the amusement park, with his family riding rides. The president of the Cleveland Indians, Chris Antonetti, was at the Nutcracker with his family when the deal went down. So they're going back and forth on the phones going, is it a deal? Is it a deal? Does he want to go? Yes. Is he going to sign? Yes. And so the Cleveland Indians beat out the Oakland A's and the Texas Rangers, both in on Edwin Encarnacion for his talents. And so Encarnacion is tough to leave the Toronto Blue Jays, where he's been there for several years, but he's moving into Cleveland and ready to go. Of course, the Indians are ecstatic that this guy's coming to town to be on his be on their baseball team. So anyway, Edwin Encarnacion, as he was going back and forth, his agent was at Six Flags riding the roller coaster, and the Indians president that was cutting his deal was at the Nutcracker with his family watching the show, which I thought was pretty cool. So anyway, let's take a look also at other baseball news. A little closer to home, the Bristol Pirates. And Bristol, of course, they've been there for many, many years. At one point it was Bristol Tigers, now the Bristol Pirates, the Pirate organization. They are looking for a new stadium. It's a feasibility study analyzing the economic characteristics of Bristol and the surrounding areas. The Bristol Pirates and the city of Bristol, Tennessee, commissioned the study. Interestingly enough, the Pirates now play at DeVault Stadium. Bristol, Virginia said they're not interested. Interesting. But the nearly 50-year-old stadium needs a lot of repairs at DeVault Stadium and doesn't have room for expansion, so the Pirates general manager, Mylon Luttrell, who said Major League affiliate Pittsburgh Pirates want changes, it would cost about $4 million there. A preliminary price tag to build a new stadium in Bristol, about $15 to $17 million. There is talk about that happening. The report identifies 3 generic locations would be best in near Bristol Motor Speedway, out near the Pinnacle retail shopping area, and also in downtown Bristol. You know, they just opened a big hotel in downtown Bristol, and downtown Bristol's really booming. And so the Pirates are talking now about also possibly building one in Washington County, Virginia, or in Sullivan County here in Tennessee. Luttrell says the first step, or I should say Luttrell, is the first step in a possible move. It could be 2 or 3 years in the makings, but again, the Bristol Pirates are looking to move, and they're going to build a new stadium, and I thought that was interesting. Bristol, Virginia said, our study, so that would tell me they're backing out of their interest for the new stadium, which is 2 or 3 years down the road. But if you've been to the ball stadium, it's a cozy stadium, no question. It's kind of a throwback to the old stadiums, but needs some work to the tune of about $4 million, they say. New stadium price tag, $15 to $17 million. I don't know if they got that kind of money out there laying around, but that's what they're talking about doing, so we'll see about that as well. In Johnson City, North Carolina Sports Construction Management, a $250,000 installation of the new synthetic turf going down. They had pictures of it last week in the Johnson City Press, so this warm weather is really helping to get it down quicker than they normally would have thought. Typically this time of year, the weather's much colder, as you know, but it's been very warm, very balmy. So Sevierville-based Boyd Sports LLC assumed management of the Johnson City Cardinals in January, and they inked a 10-year lease agreement with the city. The private company, which also manages the world champion Chicago Cubs AA Tennessee Smokies down in Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, not Pigeon Forge, but Sevierville and Pigeon Forge, began by securing a 4-year sponsorship commitment from the Knoxville TV Employee Credit Union. Also agreed to make more than $350,000 in improvements at Cardinal Park, which is no longer Cardinal Park, including a new artificial turf infield, improved training room, new group sales pavilion, improved and expanded concessions, and other improvements, which they're doing it as we speak. And so I think the rain will probably hurt them today, but they've made great strides in getting this synthetic turf down, being installed on the TVA Credit Union Ballpark infield in Johnson City. So it's the Johnson City Cardinals at the Knoxville TVA Credit Union Ball Field. That's a mouthful to say. Also, we told you last week the Elizabethton Twins, the Minnesota Twins, the parent club, has said we're going to try one more year, as there was talk about them pulling out of Elizabethton after many, many seasons. But again, the Minnesota Twins told Elizabethton Mayor Kurt Alexander about the one-year extension, and so they've talked about, again, the plans to play the 2017 season in Elizabethton. Twins said the commitment to continue playing in Elizabethton does not extend past the 2017 season. We still want to pursue a long-term facility solution to stay in Elizabethton. So hopefully that'll happen. That's certainly quality of life. And so that's 3 teams here in the Tri-Cities with their Major League Baseball affiliates talking about new stadiums or staying or going. So we hope that it stays, because there's not that many cities in the country that can boast of having professional baseball. Got the Kingsport Mets, obviously, the Greenville Astros, the Elizabethton Twins, the Johnson City Cardinals, and the Bristol Pirates. So that's what we're looking at there, and that's a pretty cool thing. Tom Taylor Sports Show. Again, we're live at American Import Auto Repair on the free loaner car program. One of the strange return of events in Major League Baseball. The Cincinnati Reds are in discussion with the New York Mets about the guy they traded to them, Jay Bruce. Reds have answered the phone when the New York Mets have called about Billy Hamilton right after it appeared that Hamilton was a shoo-in to return in 2017. What is weird that the Mets are offering Jay Bruce as part of the deal back to the Reds. Now, while the Reds have been talking, it's the rest of the deal will make or break these discussions. And so, interesting. This happened right before Christmas, and so the Mets are talking about dealing Jay Bruce back to the Reds, who need some offensive punch. They've just about let everybody get away in Cincinnati. It's kind of bleak, really, for 2017 as a Reds fan. As I've said many times, probably the toughest job in Cincinnati is the season ticket manager for the Cincinnati Reds. They've done nothing to improve their ball club. 2 years in a row they've been under 500. The tune of the last 2 years have been, what, 34 and 35 games out. I don't have it in front of me, but they've been just god-awful. And they've not done anything. Oh, yeah, they've not done not one thing that I can see to help their ball club. And so now they're talking about bringing Jay Bruce back. There was even talking about letting Joey Votto go to the New York Yankees. I think that's kind of soft, but again, it's really unbelievable for the Reds to be that bad and not do anything. They retain their manager for reasons I have no clue. And this guy's been 30, I know I'll make it safe and tell you, between 30 and 35 games out of first place in the Central 2 years running, and the guy still got his job. There's been other guys fired for less, so I don't know. He must have something on the management. He obviously is not that good of a manager. The Reds' rotation last year, the pitching staff set a major league record for most home runs given up by a pitching staff in a season. Over 100 home runs. And so you've got a manager still there. You've made no changes on your team to speak of as far as free agency, and I've jumped ship. I'm over it. Still, they get rid of that knucklehead Brian Price. Bless his heart. He's probably a nice guy, but he can't manage a lick. And so, and that's obvious. This team's not improved to get worse, and all they do is continue to trade off their players. But anyway, Reds are talking about bringing back Jay Bruce. He was a fan favorite. Maybe they figured they'd bring him back to put some more fannies in the seats, because they were under 25,000 average attendance for the first time in many, many years in Cincinnati, which is almost unheard of in such a big league ballpark that the Reds fans love and follow the Cincinnati Reds. But they didn't turn out this year for a reason, because they're not very good. Tom Taylor Sports Show. Again, we're live here at Champion Chevrolet on Thursday. We're live here today at American Import Auto Repair on the free loaner car program. Also in baseball, the holdovers are out this year for the Baseball Hall of Fame for the ballot. Here's the guys who are still held over. There's some been in there for a long, long time, including Lee Smith has been on the ballot for 14 years. Also, Tim Raines been on the ballot for 9 years, and also the dog Fred McGriff's been on there for 9 years. These are the last years for those guys. Other guys on the Hall of Fame ballot, 15 holdovers from last year with Bagwell, was alphabetically. Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens, Trevor Hoffman. Ben, what do you think Barry Bonds ought to be in the Hall of Fame with everything he's done as far as the substance abuse and the steroids? It's a good point. If Rose can't, Why should Bonds? I go along that completely, 100%. Barry Bonds, the Rocket, Roger Clemens, Trevor Hoffman, Jeff Kent, Edgar Martinez, Fred McGriff, Mike Messina, Tim Raines, Kurt Schilling, Gary Sheffield, Lee Smith, Sammy Sosa, there's another one, Billy Wagner, and Larry Walker. These are the holdovers from the last couple of years. The player needs to receive 75% of the vote for induction to the Hall of Fame, at least 5% of the vote to stay on the ballot for another year. And so, historically, when a player gets over 70% of the vote but falls short of induction, he gets in the following year. So, if that's the case, I'm sitting there looking at the percentages. Jeff Bagwell's at 72%, so looks like that may be a good shot for him. Also, higher percentages right now are Tim Raines at 70% and Trevor Hoffman at 68%. So, if you go on percentages, then it's going to be in a pretty good shape to get put in to the Baseball Hall of Fame. We'll vote on that a little bit later on, but right now, no go as at this point for those guys. Although Bagwell's, we said Tim Raines would be a good one, as would Bagwell, and also the third one would be Trevor Hoffman. Now, those guys have the best shots from the holdovers of being inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame.
No, he changed the rule.
Yep, the crime dog, he had a heck of a career, and so a couple of years off, he practically carried the Atlanta Braves. So, but so far, no go. But again, we'll see what the baseball writers and the Hall of Fame folks decide on for the Baseball Hall of Fame. Hey, we'll take a quick break and be right back. We'll switch gears and talk some basketball. We've got several tournaments cranking up today, including the Arby's Classic in Bristol and also the Chick-fil-A Classic in Elizabethton. Also college basketball, the NBA. The polls are out this week, so we'll get to hear a little sweet Georgia Brown coming up next year after this time out. We're live at American Import and Auto Repair, home of the free loaner car program, here in the Tom Taylor Sports Show, crossing 20 counties on AM 790 WETV, and also on Facebook Live.
We diagnosed it. Yeah, we diagnosed it.
Except for I plug my phone in. Yeah, it does.
I understand. I don't like it. We'll take care of it. He's going to drop it off. Right?
Okay. You want to sit down? Blaine's not going to be back the rest of the day, so you sit there.
Okay.
Tim, you're going to talk to us anytime soon?
Whatever you want. It's all about Tom.
Thank you.
All about Tom. Gosh, I wish that was the way it was. It's right here, Tim.
Man, you're all hooked up there.
Yeah, Misty takes care of me. She spoils me. I'm like Elvin Bishop. I think I fooled around, fell in love. Eat some taters.
You a Raiders fan?
Oh, baby. Win, lose your time, and Raiders till I die.
Get hurt.
Huh?
I hate to see Carr go down. Yeah.
They won't have a chance. Talk about this a little bit.
I don't know anything about that.
You better talk about it. If they call in today, they get one in Portuguese.
They're on the bottom basement rack, so. Yeah, right there. Good. You a Raiders fan?
No, I'm a Bears fan. I ain't had nothing to celebrate about. I'm a
Been a
Dodgers
little-
person.
Yeah, let's do Tim.
You got it rough.
Let's do Tim before you lose.
I'm a Dolphin fan.
Well, they
We haven't had much
got
stuff.
the Bears offensive coordinator last year.
Yeah,
He's so, I don't know if they're going to fire Fox or not. I think they'll keep him one more year. They've got the talent. They're just young.
yeah.
Keep straight.
Give them a year or two and they'll work it out. Fox not a bad coach. You don't like him?
Well, I don't care. I'm a Raiders guy.
You know, I seen on Bleacher Report that the Bears might be going after Harbaugh. That's his dream job.
Yeah.
In Michigan, yeah. I ain't much of a Harbaugh fan. He's a player's coach anyway.
Yeah. Well, he got him to the Super Bowl and they haven't done anything since.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. He's here. Look at him. Look at him over here. Ready to go. Put him on that microphone. Give me a test 1, 2, 3 for her. Are you over there?
Test.
There he is. Look there. Look at that handsome devil. Tim Smith from American Import Auto Repair. Look at him.
Put that back where it belongs.
Why?
Because
Well, you're
they want to see you.
No, they don't want to see me. They want to see you. They want to see the guest. Now, our man over here has told me he's a Bears fan. Said he ain't had much to talk about, much to get excited about. What's your first name?
Joe.
Joe. Joe's a Bears fan, like Tommy Wyman, so they've not had much to cheer about. But now your Finns.
The Bears.
No, your guy. Get your microphone a little closer so I can hear those golden tones. There we go. The Bears, but the Dolphins are pretty good. They're in the playoffs.
Yeah.
They're in the 6th seed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got the Patriots coming in this week. Is that going to be a butt whooping?
Ooh. Yeah, it is. I'll just be honest about it. They're going to get beat bad. They're going to get embarrassed.
I don't see anybody in the AFC beating the Patriots.
No.
And when the Raiders had Derek Carr, maybe, but the only one may be Roethlisberger. Maybe the Steelers can rear up one more time and give him a run. I don't know, but
You know, I'm a Dolphins fan
Yes.
through and through, but
yes,
they beat the Steelers,
yes.
and I don't see anybody's going to beat the Patriots because the Dolphins aren't gonna, the Steelers aren't gonna.
As I've said all season, whether you like the guy or not, Tom Brady and the Patriots or Belichick, whether you like him or not, the guy produces. He can put Joe back there catching the ball. He can put you, and he's done it. And Tim Smith.
Yeah.
He can put me back there. Brady still gets into the ball. They still get the running backs. They resurrect these guys from other teams, and they come in there 3 years and they get what they need out of them. So
They take the cast-offs and actually do something with it.
say what you want. It's either the system, Belichick, or certainly Brady. Would you consider Brady one of the all-time greats, or if not the
It
greatest?
has to be.
Yeah, no question. He may not be. He may be the best before it's all said and done. The guy, he sets out 4 games and comes back better than he was. Of course, he gets 4 games to rest up, so he's going to be a little sharper and not as wear and tear in 4 games.
After 4 games,
yeah.
but he's not.
But his body's in better shape because he didn't take the pounding for 4 games. But still, the guy steps on the field like, he was laser sharp. So anyway, you got the Dolphins taking on New England. How about Detroit and Green Bay Sunday night? That'll be a barn burner in Detroit. That decides NFC North. So
Green Bay.
and
I guess we have a Green Bay fan.
she's a Green Bay Packer fan. Are you really?
Yes, I am.
I bet you like Clay Matthews, old long hair. How'd I know that? All those girls like them long-haired guys. Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah, well, she did bring me cookies, though, and pastries. I will say that. She's very nice. So
Yeah.
you got the Packers and the Lions. You got the Steelers taking on on Cleveland. Nah, not so much.
Yeah.
The Dolphins got New England. So really, let's run down the list here while we got them. We're talking to Tim Smith, American Import and Auto Repair, home of the free loaner car program. This is called holding the camera and talking at the same time. All right, let's give them. I want your pick and pound on New England and Miami. You said New England. Cleveland, Pittsburgh,
That's easy.
Steelers.
Yeah.
You've got Carolina, Tampa Bay.
Who cares? Tampa Bay.
Dallas and Philadelphia. He just
Dallas.
insulted Carolina Panther fans and Tampa Bay fans.
Well, last year they were amazing. This year, I think
They're duds.
offensive coordinator's going to get fired after this. Sure will.
I think the problem is Cam Newton. I think he thinks he's bigger than the team.
But somebody has to take a fall for this.
Oh yeah, I mean he's a tremendous talent, but I think he thinks he's bigger than the team.
It was Shula that actually helped him at the beginning and brought him back around.
Mm-hmm.
So, I would hate for him to get fired, but usually when a good team does that bad, somebody's got to pay.
Cowboys, Philadelphia. The Cowboys already said they're going to set most of the starters because they're getting ready for the
They'll still
playoffs. They'll still win.
Yeah.
Houston and Tennessee without Mariota. I don't even know who the backup quarterback is for Tennessee, but I don't guess it's going to
Well, you
matter.
got them, and you got a backup at Texas too, don't you?
Yes. Yeah, Osweiler's been
Savage.
benched.
Savage.
Tom Savage, yeah. Osweiler got benched. That was a
Savage
bust.
won. Yeah.
Let's see. Buffalo and New York, the Battle of the Jets. Who cares?
Buffalo.
Buffalo.
They'll be fighting for Rex Ryan's job.
Joe's team, the Bears, will be in Minnesota, the Battle of the Vikings. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, they'll beat them again. That's the only team to beat. 3 wins they got.
If you missed it, he said, again, repeat what he said.
He said they beat them last time. They'll beat them again.
Baltimore at Cincinnati, Jacksonville and Indianapolis. Boy, there's a franchise of disarray. Jacksonville, holy smokes. Seattle and San Francisco. Of course, in Denver, we got the Denver Broncos in Denver. After 2 games ago, Kubiak has to go in the locker room and break up a fight between the offense and the defense. Defense had a stout game. Offense was pitiful. So the defensive guys took exception to it.
Started to beat 'em up.
They're pointing fingers. Had a little shoving match in the locker room. So
You know that there's unity is done once that happens.
Oh, yeah.
How can you come back from that?
you can't. I mean, you can patch it up and band-aid it up, but the bottom line is
You can put lipstick on a pig.
that's it. Dissension's dissension. When you got guys on the opposite sides of the team pointing fingers, nah, you're done.
They're past pointing fingers.
Yeah, they're shoving.
They're beating on each other.
Fisticuffs. Yeah, vagrants, urchins. Seattle at San Francisco. Jacksonville and Indianapolis, we told you. Seattle at San Francisco, that's a butt whooping. 49ers are terrible. Saints in Atlanta. Saints can play the spoiler role for the Falcons. The Falcons are in. Kansas City at San Diego. Arizona and Los Angeles about the Rams. The Giants in Washington. Green Bay at Detroit. And the Raiders will be at Denver. You've got the Redskins still live a little bit. So is Tampa Bay in the NFL playoffs. But
They're still wiggling.
still wiggling. Still got a heartbeat, but not by much. We're talking to our buddy Tim Smith, American Import and Auto Repair. This is backwards, but here is the book that he's put out, American Import Auto Repair, Guide to Vehicle Maintenance. Tell us about this book. It's very, very good. You wrote, by the way.
Well, we wrote the book on vehicle maintenance. So if you would like one, come by and talk with us. It's part book and part logbook for your car. So every oil change you can write in here, everything you can do will go in here. So when you go to sell your car, if you have all the maintenance records on your car, you can get a little bit more out of them. So people know that you take care of it and know what's done to it. So it's a good thing.
It is a good thing. So flip through there some of the things, some of the topics that we need to be paying attention to. Right there is fuel filter, wheel alignment. You went too fast. You flipped too fast. Is there a content index in the front?
Tire rotation.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of things you need to do. Air filter and cabin air filter. It tells you when we recommend you should change them. Battery. Every 3.5 to 4 years, you need to change the battery. Be better if I had glasses on. Fluid, transmission case fluid.
Here, we're country.
Timing belt. There's quite a bit.
You don't mind? Oh, you got your glasses on top of your head.
But there's quite a bit to look at. I have to switch subject and tell you about. I had a visit from somebody just walked through there, and he said, "Cool, what you're doing up front with the radio telecast." And I said, "Yeah, that's Tom Taylor up there." He said, "Wow, that's Tom?" And I said, "What?" He says,
He's aged.
I just thought he'd look a little bit different. And I said, "Uglier than you thought?" And he wouldn't say anything. So.
Wow. Who was this gentleman? Doesn't matter.
No names.
No names, anonymous. So I'm disappointed him. I didn't look like I'm supposed to look. So that's okay. Misty likes me. She brought me food. You see what she brought me? Look at these little gingerbread snaps.
That's what you need.
I'm going to
Peanuts.
wolf. I'm going to wolf it down here in a second.
Yeah.
We're getting ready to play the national anthem, so I can squeeze in the cookie here in a second. We're talking to Tim Smith, American Import and Auto Repair. Thank you, Joe. Have a great day. Appreciate you, sir. Again, we're live here at American Import and Auto Repair, home of the free loaner car program. Tell us about this right here. I want you to talk because even though Christmas is come and gone, you sell these things year-round. The Super Saver Maintenance Club. Tell us about it, would you please?
Well, the whole theory behind the Super Saver Maintenance Club is to take care of your vehicle
You get a
year
little
round
closer. There we go.
and actually to budget. To help everybody with their budget. You can use it for your wife's car, your husband's car, the kid's car. We get them for college kids in the area. So if you have a young person and they know they have a free oil change, they're more likely to come and actually get it changed, and it teaches them responsibility. So it's for budget, it's for responsibility, it's to help the customer. So all of those things kind of rolled into one.
$99 for this. If you bought everything out of this 14 item card you get to use that lasts for 13 months, cost you about $520. You can get it for $99. And even though Christmas is come and gone, people come in and get them year round, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Yeah. So we pushed it before Christmas for. That's my bubble gum. Keep your finger off of it. I'm going to put it back in a minute. So that's ABC, already been chewed. So don't touch my gum. The guy, Misty, he's putting his fingers all over my bubble gum over here on the plate. Keep your fingers off my bubble gum. That's a butt whooping back up home. I whipped the man for less or put his fingers off my bubble gum. What?
Where's home?
Home is in West, by God, Virginia, almost heaven, West Virginia. Leave it alone. Don't go down that
Maybe
road.
there's a Knoxville Zoo.
Don't go down that road. That could be dangerous. So, anyway, we're talking to Tim Smith, American Import and Auto Repair. What's the schedule coming up for New Year's? Again, New Year's Eve on Saturday, regular business.
Yes, we're closed Saturday and open Monday.
Yeah. So open through Friday, closed on Saturday. Normally they're open on Saturday from 8 till noon. And then Closed
Monday
on
we're
Sunday.
back at it.
Back at it on Monday.
Yes.
Getting after it.
What about you?
Yeah.
What's your schedule?
Right on through, baby. Working it.
But they don't all the time.
You're a workaholic on this radio thing.
Yeah, I may take Monday off, but we're going to definitely run through Friday. We're going to be different places. So you want to come back in a few minutes and talk some more?
I'd love to.
Or the awesome Big Sexy will come by, or the awesome Misty Brown will come by. Somebody will come by, right?
Oh, Kim?
Kim?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of you will come by and talk. Good.
Like that.
Yeah.
My air conditioning.
Can you say the Raiders?
The Raiders.
Without Derek Carr.
Without Derek Carr, they're going to not be much, I can tell you.
You don't think so?
No.
What do you think about the backup at all?
Not really. Matt
McGlendon.
McGlendon, yes. McLaughlin, McGlendon. I don't even know what his name is. I'm a Raiders fan. I have no clue.
I know it.
I just know it ain't good. When I saw him go down with the,
You can tell he said it was broke right away. Did
Hey.
you see his text after that?
it was ugly.
Did you see the text he wrote after that? Really good. Really good. It was amazing. He was talking about God and said everything will work out. And
There's a reason what happened.
yeah.
One word.
Yeah, Del Rio came out on the field checking with the coach. It's broke. Sure enough, it was broke. And
Yeah.
he had surgery Sunday. And Marcus Mariota's having surgery tomorrow on his broken leg, the quarterback for the Tennessee Titans. See you in a few minutes. Come back.
That sounds good.
Yep, we're at 11:44. We're live again at American Import Auto Repair, home of the free loaner car program. We're here again, and time now for a little hoops. Let's talk a little basketball. Here we go with sweet Georgia Brown. Okay. Boom. Let's see. There we go. Sweet Georgia Brown. I can listen to this in my sleep. Probably sometimes I do, truth be known. Here we go, college basketball. One game on tap tonight. Top 25 teams. Rutgers will be at number 14, Wisconsin, to battle the Badgers in Madison. That's it. As far as top 25 basketball. Polls are out this week. And we'll run them down for you. Top 10, Villanova, UCLA, Kansas, Baylor, and Duke are the top 5. Then comes Louisville, Gonzaga, Kentucky, North Carolina, and the Creighton Blue Jays round out the top 10 in men's college basketball. For the ladies, your top 10 are UConn, Notre Dame, Baylor, Maryland, Mississippi State, South Carolina, the Lady Seminoles of Florida State, Louisville, Washington, and UCLA are the top 10 there. And Virginia Tech goes from 23rd. The Lady Hokies up 4 to number 19 this week. And the latest top 25 college basketball poll for the guys and for the ladies. Last night in the NBA, as we continue some hoops, you have the winners Orlando, the Nets, the Wizards, the Timberwolves, the Nets, the Bulls, the Rockets, the Pelicans, Toronto, the Kings, and the Denver Nuggets all get wins. Detroit beat the Cavaliers by 60 over the Cleveland Cavaliers without LeBron James. Took a night off, and it was obviously going to be by 16. 27 three-pointers in that game last night. Detroit winning over the world champion Cleveland Cavaliers in NBA basketball. Then you've got for tonight NBA, you have Memphis at Boston, Oklahoma City at Miami, the Dallas Mavericks hosting Houston, and the Utah Jazz against the Lakers in Los Angeles. That's your college basketball and your pro basketball, and there's a ton of high school basketball ready to go. Let's run them down for you. The Arby's Classic starting at 1 o'clock today, the 34th annual Arby's at Viking Hall in Bristol. Crockett takes on Christ School at 1 o'clock. Tabernacle out of the Bahamas takes on Chattanooga McCallie at 2:30. Sullivan East and Buford, Georgia at 4. Wayne, Ohio and Tennessee High at 5:30. Dobbins Minute takes on Trinity, Kentucky at 7 o'clock tonight. And the nightcap at 8:30. It'll be Oak Ridge and Hilltoppers at 8:30 tonight. That's going on again, as we said, at the Arby's Classic in Bristol. The Chick-fil-A Classic at John Treadway Gym in Elizabethton at 3:30 rather. Game number 1, Chucky Doak and Cloudland. Number 2, Game 2, Volunteer and Heritage at 5 o'clock. At 6:30, the Elizabethton Cyclones taking on the Sullivan Central Cougars of Coach Derek McGee. At 8 o'clock tonight, East Hamilton and Happy Valley under the coaching of our buddy Chuck Babb, dear friend and a great Christian man, against Chuck and Happy Valley Warriors, 8 o'clock tonight. So again, John Treadway Gymnasium, $5 to get in. Chucky Doak Cloudland Game 1, Volunteer Heritage Game 2, Sullivan Central and Elizabethton Game 3, East Hamilton and Happy Valley in Game 4. That's again going on tonight and starting this afternoon, I should say, at Treadway Gymnasium in Elizabethton. Also in Southwest Virginia, Thomas Walker is at the Harlan Independent Tournament. and the Grand Holiday Classic at UVA Wise at 4 o'clock today. Mount Mission takes on George Wythe at 5:30 at UVA Wise. Bell County, Kentucky takes on Ridgeview at 7 o'clock tonight. Eastside takes on Lebanon, and in the nightcap it'll be Wise Central and Castlewood, and that'll be coming up at 8:30 tonight. So that's 1, 2, 3 tournaments going on for the guys. Now for the ladies, the Hal Hennard Gymnasium will be the spot of the Andrew Johnson Bank Ladies Classic. That started this morning. North Green and Tennessee High at 10 o'clock. Jeff County's ladies and Oak Ridge at 11:30. Try and get some finals on those for you. For Game 3, starting at 1 o'clock, Morristown West. Actually, the 11:30 game just got started. That'll be between Jeff County and Oak Ridge. At 1 o'clock, Morristown West ladies take on Spring Valley, West Virginia. In Game 4, Daniel Boone's Lady Trailblazers taking on Bradley Central. At 4 o'clock this afternoon, West Green will take on Belfry, Kentucky.
Really awesome.
At 5:30, Dobbins Minutes Lady Indians will take on the Chucky Doke Lady Black Knights. And Game 7 at 7 o'clock tonight, South Green's Lady Rebels taking on Clover, South Carolina. And then the final game tonight out of Loganville, Georgia. The Loganville, Georgia ladies taking on the Greenville Lady Green Devils, the host team, at 8:30 tonight. All that being played at Hal Hennard Gymnasium in Greenville for the Andrew Johnson Bank Ladies Classic. It's the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We'll take a break, come right back. We're live here. It is, 11:49. We're with you until 1 o'clock. And we'll take a break, come back, and take a look at what's going on in the college football ranks, getting ready for another big day of bowl games, what happened yesterday, and who's going to be playing today, and a preview of all those games. We'll take a break. But first, as promised, we want to play the national anthem for you. This young lady who was formerly from Kingsport now lives in Nashville and is an outstanding talent, as you're about to hear. Taylor Geese Sanders. Taylor and her husband live in Nashville, and of course, Mama's Liz, and got a sister named Tara, and she is a very, very talented young lady. So without further ado, any day, as far as I'm concerned, is a good day to play the national anthem. Here is from Kingsport, Tennessee, now in Nashville, Tara Geese Sanders with your national anthem on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. All right, Facebook Live, folks, you can't obviously hear that, but we're working on that. We'll have that ready. I think it's next month. We're supposed to get the equipment in, and it's a new thing coming out that we'll be able to connect the audio from radio right into the Facebook Live. So we apologize, don't have it today, but bear with us. And while that song's playing, because Miss Misty probably cooking, I ain't passing that up. So, there we go. She spoils me. We'll be right back with some college football. And a Dr. Enough. And gingerbread cookies that'll set you free. Being everything okay? We got 11:51, right? $11:53. Okay. Set this timer for 7 minutes then. Facebook folks, be sure to like us and share us, and you have been. Again, over 3,300 watched the show Friday, 6,000 some watched it, the views on Thursday. So thank you. Everything is a one-stop shop at TomTaylorSports.com. Thanks to Appalachian Digital. They do a phenomenal job. You need to check them out at AppalachianDigital.com. They can help me. They can help you with any size business you've got to get a little jumpstart your social media. They can help you with Michael Smith and Jeremiah Clark. They do a phenomenal job. AppalachianDigital.com. Go to the website and see how they're helping me and how they can help you. And check out mine too at TomTaylorSports.com. Thanks to those guys. They're doing a great, great job. We're going to have them on later on this week, we hope. Talk about the business some more. Perfect. And gingerbread cookies good. Also got some NASCAR coming up here in just a second too. Three minutes to the top of the hour, live again on Facebook Live, and also we are on AM 790 WETB or AM 790 WETB and WETB790.com, streaming audio around the world, and also we're on Facebook Live. We thank you. So 3 different places, also on iTunes Radio, TuneIn Radio, and just type in WETB. We're there as well. Ben Foy, another weather forecast, my friend. Rain peppering down outside American Import Auto Repair here between Johnson City and Jonesboro. Rain coming down, and I think the good Lord's trying to catch us all up with this rain deficit we've had. We're at 1.9 inches below normal as far as the drought here in northeast Tennessee. And so I think we're 9 inches below normal. We're in a drought mode, and I think he's trying to catch us up because we got rain all the way through, pretty much through New Year's Eve. So what's the very latest forecast, my friend? Rain right now at 54 degrees, and we're live here at American Import Auto Repair, home of the free loaner car program at 913-3111. Coming up next hour, your chance to win. All you gotta do is take the touchstones. We're gonna give you a free oil change. No strings attached. All you gotta do is have fast fingers. So next hour, when you hear the touchstones, we'll have Ben find out who they are. We'll give away a couple of free oil changes, and we'll see how it goes for you coming up next hour. So stay by your phone if you want a free oil change for your vehicle. No strings attached. Just, Tim, so let's give away a couple of oil changes today. I said, okay. And so we'll do that coming up next hour here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Don't forget, at Bristol Motor Speedway and Lights continues tonight all the way through January the 7th from 6 until 10. Again, the 20th anniversary of the Pinnacle Speedway and Lights. So if you've not been there, it's the #1 Christmas light attraction in the entire Southeast. Beautiful. You got the live nativity, and it's you really can't go wrong with Speedway and Lights. They've had big crowds up there, and again, 6 to 10 every weeknight. And of course, the money's raised for Speedway Children's Charities. Also, the tickets are on sale, of course, for the 2017 racing season at Bristol Motor Speedway. Of course, coming up on the spring race, April the 23rd, the Food City 500, the 25th anniversary of the Food City 500. Hello to Jeremy Hudson. Hello, my friend. Appreciate that very much. Very kind what you said there on Facebook Live. Food City 500 coming up again in April. The spring weekend, including the Xfinity Cup races, and also the Fitzgerald Glider Kids 300 Xfinity Series race. Those tickets alone just at $35. Kids 12 and under get in free on that Saturday. Bush's Beans Pole Day tickets just $15. Again, kids get in free on that day as well. So they're making it easier for the younger generation to be a part of the racing at Bristol Motor Speedway And that is, of course, City 500 tickets, and that's coming up for, as we said, April the 23rd, and August the 9th, the Bass Pro Shop NRA night race. So again, season tickets are available starting at just $149 for adults, and again, kids starting at 12 and under for just $20. So if you're interested, you want to check them out, all you got to do is call Bristol 423-BRISTOL, or go to the website bristoltix.com, and again, or as we say, call them on the phone at 423-BRISTOL. Or as we said, go to bristolmotorspeedway.com or even bristoltix.com. Either one of those, again, will help you and get you to where you need to be, again, for the season tickets for Bristol Motor Speedway. It is high noon. You're listening to AM 790 WETB, Johnson City, Kingsport, Bristol. Thank you for being with us. We're live here, again, at American Import Auto Repair. Speaking of racing, got some NASCAR news. Not a lot, but we got a little bit. Ben Foy. Michael Waltrip says he's going to come back and race again. The two-time Daytona 500 winner says he's coming back to race again for this year's Daytona 500 coming up in about 60 days from now. So are you surprised Waltrip's going to come back out and try it again? This week, a former two-time Daytona... Man, I need to slow down. This past week, a former two-time Daytona 500 winner confirmed that he will be attempting to run to the Great American Race this season. The last few years in the world of NASCAR have not been the best for Michael Waltrip. He is a successful broadcast analyst, but when it comes to the on-track stuff, there's been some bumps in the road. Wasn't all that long ago that Waltrip Racing was a competitive team in NASCAR, putting drivers like Clint Boyer, Martin Truex Jr., and Brian Vickers in a position to make the NASCAR chase. Today, Michael Waltrip Racing Course is no more. Truex has found a new home and is now a championship contender. Boyer has also found a new home, hopes to be a championship contender. Stewart-Haas Racing. Vickers is not currently in NASCAR, and Waltrip's tie to the sport is completely from a broadcast standpoint. So, he is going to come out and race the Daytona 500. Not sure which team he'll run with, although BK Racing is most likely the one. So, Michael Waltrip will race in the Daytona 500 coming up in a couple of months at Daytona International Speedway. Ben, what are the drivers doing right now? Are they still in vacation mode, beginning to get ready and start doing sponsor obligations and all those things? Yes, they do. They start in February and run all the way through November, as you know. So, and the fact they don't really get much downtime, because typically right after New Year's, they start with the sponsorship obligations and shooting the commercials and doing all the promotional stuff they need to do. Then they get ready to go down and start testing, and you look up and kaboom, it is ready to roll. So NASCAR not that far away with running of the Daytona 500 and Daytona International Speedway right around Valentine's weekend, and that's going to be, or Valentine's Day, I should say, for the big race. The Great American Race, as they call it, the Daytona 500. Again, Bristol. Yep, here we gave a station ID, WETB 790, Johnson City, Kingsport, Bristol. Just a little past 12 o'clock here on the Tom Touch Sports Show. Bristol Motor Speedway announcing a new ticket package for 2006. First option is a streamlined option for I Belong members, allowing season ticket holders to make race estimates on a 12-month plan, according to information released by the track. So, following the completion of the 2017 payment plan in January, the auto renewal for the following season will begin with a 12 equal interest-free monthly payments. How about that? Track also announcing that they will work with individual customers through their ticket office to come up with a layaway program that can match a person's budget with monthly payments, making it even easier. The two new ticket features comes on the heels of a fans first initiative announced by the track's parent company, Speedway Motorsports, earlier this year. Has select children's tickets to Sprint Cup events priced at $10 at Bristol. So you can go see the Food City 500 and the Bass Pro Shop NRA night race for a $10 ticket. The initiative program also provides free tickets to kids 12 and under for the Camping World Truck Series and the Xfinity Series. So there's no reason at all not to get your little person up to the races this year to see and hear and enjoy Bristol Motor Speedway and the racing weekends coming up again on April the 23rd and August the 19th. So very, very nice gesture put on by Bruton Smith and Marcus Smith Speedway Motorsports, and certainly a little closer to home, Executive Vice President and General Manager, Mr. Jerry Caldwell. We salute those folks very much. Tom Taylor Sports Show, thanks for being with us. We're live at, again, American Import Auto Repair, home of the free loaner car program. We're going to take a break, come right back. We get one of them in here. It's either going to be Big Sexy or Misty or Miss Kim. One of those folks will come in here and talk to us coming up next. See what's going on here as we got some cooler weather coming and some basic maintenance tips for your vehicle. And we'll talk to them coming up. And also, we still have a preview of some college football bowl games coming up later on today. We'll also run back down for you the Arby's Classic, the Chick-fil-A Classic schedules of the local basketball holiday tournament. So all that straight ahead here is we're live, as we said, on the road at American Import Auto Repair, home of the free loaner program, loaner car program. Let's get so excited. I got to slow down. Free of the Roma de Hita Habashit and 2 with mustard and jelly, please. Home of the free loaner car program at American Import Auto Repair, 913-311-11. Back after this, as we're live here at American Import Auto Repair on the Tom Taylor Sports Show on AM 790 and also TomTaylorSports.com. Lordy have mercy. There you go. Hey, folks on Facebook, visit my new website, TomTaylorSports.com. Be sure and sign up for the email newsletter. Also, click links to visit the Facebook page to watch the live stream, as well as click links to visit YouTube and the Twitter pages. Be sure to like and share us when you have been. Thank you so very much. We are growing by leaps and bounds. You're going to want to stay in the know. We got some things coming up that we would want you to be a part of. Also coming up here in just a few minutes, we're going to do the touch tones on the radio station, calling it a free oil change. No strings attached. If you won before something here on the station, doesn't matter. It's going to be open to anybody and everybody. We'll do the touchstones coming out of the break here, the first one, and we'll let Ben jump over there and answer the phone and see if we can give somebody a free oil change. Absolutely free, no strings attached. We're from American Import Auto Repair. So we'll do that coming up here in a few minutes. Mr. Foy, you'll be ready for that, I hope. Yeah, we'll see, I don't know, what, caller 4, caller 5, let's see. Okay. All right. Oh no, we'll do another one in the hour. We won't do one now and do one again in a few minutes. I'm sorry. You just dropped that in my lap. I said, yeah, we can do that.
Yes, I was just trying to call you a moment ago. Yes.
Earplugs. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. It hurt their ears. Mm-hmm. You're right. You got it, Misty? Okay. Yes, please. Sit right over.
Can I talk about being Big Sexy?
Misty needs to get on camera. Okay, we'll get her on camera.
She's funny looking. Why would you want to do that?
Yes, she does. Is she here? Where's Miss Kim? Cars.
What are we going to talk about? I need to tell you why later.
Okay. Yes, let's do the touchstone. Take caller 3.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. You heard the touchstones. Let's make you an instant winner. You don't have to do anything but be caller number 3 for a free oil change. No strings attached. All you got to do is call right now, 929-7900. What is the approximate value of an oil change, big guy?
Depends on what we're doing. Oil change. On a regular one, $36.08 with tax.
$36.08 worth of free oil change. All you got to do is be caller 3. Call the station, 929-7900. We're going to make an instant winner. There you go.
Instant.
Instant, baby. You don't have to qualify, you're in.
That's like grids, isn't it?
It's like instant grits. Look right there. There he is.
That's scary.
The man, the myth, the legend, my man. Scott Hyde, how you doing, Bubba? Did you have a good Christmas?
I did.
Yeah.
His first Christmas being married again.
There you go.
It's cool.
It's cool.
She didn't leave. That was a big part of it.
that means there's hope for all, right? So there you go.
Yeah. Had to discipline my kids. I wanted to beat them all, but it was great.
There you go. What'd you get for Christmas? What presents you got?
Back row.
Okay, moving right along.
Now, a book.
I got a back rub book. A book on back rubs?
I got a back rub and a book.
Got a back rub and a book. 929-7900. Call number 3 for free oil change. I'm not about to go down that trail. Nope, nope, nope. How we doing, big guy?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful.
You had a good Christmas. That's what I
had a great Christmas. Wonderful
you didn't go to
Christmas.
jail. Law didn't come to your house. That's half of it in Tennessee.
That's it. No. No, a buddy of mine said this year we had colored lights, not blue lights in the driveway. I said, okay, that was good.
It's winning right there.
I said, well, you're getting better? He said, yeah, this year didn't have any blue lights in the driveway. I said,
Amen.
Merry Christmas. So
I went to jail.
there you go. Well, he has a propensity of going to jail from time to time, one of my buddies. So
I'm with you.
yeah, so all right, we got colder weather coming in here. Let's talk batteries. I know folks go batteries, but if it's right on the cusp, it can go bad pretty easily in colder weather, which is coming in here by the end of the week. Tell me about it.
What typically wreaks havoc on batteries? Usually hot weather and cold weather. We recommend bringing the car in, let us take a look at it, even if it's just to do a quick test on it. We can tell what the cold cranking amps are. And usually, if a battery has been in the car 4 or 5 years, it's about time. Unless you got some of the high-end batteries, which most people don't. 90% of folks, 3 to 5 years, then it's time to pull them out of there.
Use AC Delco here at American Import Auto Repair, and so that's one of those you can hang your hat on. It's an American-made battery too, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you're keeping Americans working. It's a good, dependable battery, and I get them for little vehicles all the way up to the big ones. You got all different sizes, right?
Right. And I'll say this about everything we do: we're not going to. You can go to your big budget places like Walmart, get the cheap batteries, but I replace a lot of those because they don't. Their longevity's not. Delco makes a good battery. There are good manufacturers out there, but for the most part, AC Delco is going to be, for the money, is going to be your better battery.
Donald Scott Hyatt, your official title is?
My official title is supposed to be service manager. Yeah,
well, there you are.
Manager, psychologist,
marriage counselor, a little bit of everything. Yeah, you got it.
Fix-It man,
Mr. Fix-It. Hey, 2 or 3 times come in here. Hey, good buddy. You've been hey, good buddy a couple of times today. Hey, good buddy, can you fix this? Can you take a look at this?
Or hey, come look at this.
How many times you hear that today?
Well,
take a look at this.
Yeah, hey, come over here.
Yeah, I got to tell the story in the old car I had. My CD player was jammed. I said, hey, good buddy. He said, yeah, come on, let me go out there and look at it. So he took a butter knife out there, and we tried to perform surgery and couldn't get it to go. It was jammed up, of course.
I thought we were going to eat Well, that's why I came in.
You might be a redneck if you try to fix your CD player with a butter knife, trying to get the CD out. Yeah, but it's gone now. It's went to the crusher. Got me a new ride, Champion Chevrolet. So we're talking to Scott Hyatt. So batteries. Also, typically in colder weather, what else do we need to be checking? Because
make sure that you have the right pH level or the right freeze point on your antifreeze, because most commonly we see cars over a period of time, the pH level starts to deteriorate, and we check with the hydrometer. We found out the freeze point is 5 or 10 degrees above zero. In most cases here in East Tennessee, we don't get that cold, but there are a few Januaries we creep down below 5-10 degrees, and you want to make sure that you don't have water in the system or have it diluted so much that it's above zero. Ideally, you want it 30 to 40 degrees below zero is ideal.
which we'll never see, but it's a smart way to have that, right?
You never know. Back in 87, 88, I think the windshield was like 50, 60 degrees below. Way back. I can't remember. You're old enough to remember that.
Don't say those kind of words. It's 50 and 60 below.
Well, it can happen.
Oh,
it can happen.
no. I like what we're going to do right now. This is fine with me.
This is okay. I like to see a little snow, though.
Well, it'll be here in January, February.
Oh, yeah. It'll be cold. I'll be whining like a girl in that, too. 100 degrees to turn on a Chevy guy and cold weather and snuggle with him. Anyway, next question.
We're talking to our buddy Scott Hyde, the service manager here at American Import and Auto Repair. So far today, what are some of the problems you've been fixing for folks today?
Let me see. We've got a Nissan Pathfinder that we're getting. Today's brake day. It's been weird. A lot of brakes, hydraulics on brakes. Water pump on a vehicle. Let me see. Let me go through my mind. Timing belt. We do a lot of preventive maintenance. Timing belts, water pumps. Let me think. We do a headlight restoration. Hey, let's talk about that. It's important to find out that you've got good lights, especially now that it's getting dark early, and people overlook that. Windshield washer, or their fluid, the windshield washer, their blades. I don't know how many times we have folks come here and they find out when it's sleeting or when it's raining really hard that they need wiper blades. We do that. Headlights are important, having them and being able to see through those grungy headlights and use them. Yeah, thank you, Tim.
So,
tell me also about the Blue Seal of Excellence. That's something you guys are very proud of. Again, it's on the little sticker on the door as soon as you walk in. The Blue Seal of Excellence, a recognized business. What's that mean?
That means ASC certification. We have 3 guys who have went through all the steps. We have 2 guys that are ASC master technicians. They're ninjas, if you want to call them short. They've got all their certification they've mastered. We've got another guy who is very well on his way to being a master technician. And you, in a shop, I'm not really sure the specific criteria, but to get the Blue Seal, you got to have so many or several ASC certified master technicians. And of course, I'm certified. I'm not a master technician, obviously. I'm just good looking and have a couple of certifications. I'm serious. Anyway. But not many shops do that. A lot of your shops out there have the backyard guys, which I'm not putting them down. But, you know, in a shop setting, if I wasn't in this business, I would want to go in and take my car or truck or whatever you're driving to a guy that knows what he's done, that's went through some factory training, and is educated enough to, he are not just a mechanic or he's trying something, he knows how to do something.
Trust factor is huge, is it not?
In our business, absolutely.
Absolutely. Again, they're open Monday through Friday from 8 till 5, Saturday 8 till noon, although this Saturday will be closed for New Year's Eve, and give the employees another long weekend and be back at it Monday, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good job. Phone's ringing. That's probably somebody wanting you. Hey, buddy.
Or
Hey, good buddy.
from me or something.
There you go. Service manager.
Or my kids tearing up something at home, yeah.
Big Sexy, Scott Hyde. There you go.
They ought to call you Big Sexy.
No. You got that nickname. You got that title. And as Rod Stewart sings, you wear it well. So there you go. There you go. That's my buddy. Big Sexy. Scott Hyde again of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Appreciate him very much. We are here again at American Import Auto Repair. We gave away a free oil change. Ben Foy, who's going to get a free oil change? About a $36 oil change, absolutely free, because they called in. Who do we get? Bill Lister from Gray. Is that correct? Hello, Bill. Good job, my friend. Bill got himself some cash a couple of weeks ago, and so Bill's got himself a free oil change. Can't beat that. Pays to listen to the show, no question. Tom Taylor Sports Show. Again, we're live here at American Auto Repair. Quick break. We'll be right back, and we're going to jump into college football. We got a bunch to talk about, and we'll let you know about more as we're live here at American Import Auto Repair on the Tom Taylor Sports Show on AM 790 WETB. Also, WETB790.com, streaming audio, and also on Facebook Live. We'll be right back after you see and hear this.
yes, let's go. What's your last name?
TomTaylorSports.com, folks, on the Facebook Live. Again, we're still juggling radio and Facebook. Still tough me getting used to it, but we're going to do it. We are doing it. Sign up for my email newsletter. Also, like and share, please. And you have been. Again, Friday show had over 3,600 views. Thursday show over 6,000 views. So we appreciate that very, very much. It's grown by leaps and bounds. And so you want to, again, check out the folks making it go for me. AppalachianDigital.com. They do a phenomenal job. Jeremiah Clark and also Michael Smith. It's 2 young men here in the area that are ready to help your business, whether you've been in it for a while, starting a brand new business. Again, they've helped a lot of folks and are helping even more as they start the new year. So check them out, AppalachianDigital.com. And again, Bill Lister in Gray was our oil change winner. So thank you, Bill. And we'll get a hold of you. Make sure you get in here and get a assignment or an appointment, if you will, with Misty. Get your free oil change. So we appreciate that very much. And thanks to Tim Smith, of course. The owner says give away a couple of oil changes. So we got another one we're going to give away in the next half hour. So we'll come back here in just a few minutes.
And you just want the standard oil change?
Hey, French Ryan got fired.
Huh?
Pro Football Talks, it just said Rex Ryan. Just
Buffalo
got
Bills
fired.
coach.
When do you want to schedule that for?
Awesome. And it's awesome breaking news. And awesome he got fired. But
You said you had a coupon for,
did they say who his interim would be?
Yeah, the Lynn, the offensive coordinator guy.
okay.
Their
who
offensive
did
coordinator
that?
is the
Interim coach.
for last year, for last game.
And they're going to be playing. Buffalo's going to be playing at the Jets.
Because I got to match up the Super Saver to that. Okay,
Okay.
great. All right. You would like to drop that on?
I'm watching a pro in action over here. You, yes.
Okay, what time?
He's good. Hey, there's Appalachian.
Come on here and give us a breaking sports news. Da-da-da-da-da. Here's a sports bulletin. Give you proper credit for this. He came in and said, hey, we got a coach got fired. Okay. Sit down, Tim Smith, and tell me pro football news. We just talked about this guy not too long ago in the show. Who got canned today?
According to Pro Football Talk, Rex Ryan and his brother got fired today.
Rex and Rob got sent packing
Yeah,
from the Buffalo Bills.
from the Buffalo Bills, and I think their offensive coordinator is going to
Yeah.
coach the last game.
Buffalo at 7-8. The Jets are 4-11. Okay, I'm going to ask you. You're in management. You own this company. Let's say hypothetical situation. You're going to make a change at the end of the year. Somebody here. This is very hypothetical. Why would you fire a coach with one game left at this point?
The reason that they say, or what?
Well, I mean,
I think the reason they say is like Jacksonville did. You know, they did such a bad job that we'll get an early start, and the people that are actually looking for the job will hopefully get looking at us first. Is kind of what they're trying to do. Do I agree with it? No, not really. But you know, you hired a guy, you got a contract with him.
yeah, I'm thinking from continuity purposes. I mean, these guys are pros,
Yeah,
and so you got one more game. You would expect them to go out and give 120% no matter who's coaching because they're getting a paycheck, unlike college. So, I don't know. I just always have mixed feelings about canning a coach with one game.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago, maybe with Jacksonville, they're so bad and they're in such disarray. The Bills, again, they are, of course, they missed the playoffs again. They're 7-8, but still.
they had big dreams this year.
Yeah.
They really thought they were going to jump the hump over it and get into the competitive teams.
You got the Dolphins ahead of them at 10-5. The Jets are below them at 4-11. So Ryan and his brother Rob and not Rich. What's his name is Rob Ryan and just went totally blank. Rex. I'm sorry. Thank you. Rex and Rob got canned as the Buffalo Bills. One being a head coach, one being one of the coordinators. So
You know, another 50 pounds on you, you might look a little like Rob.
really, you're all over me about my hair today, aren't you?
I'm just messing with you.
You're all over me about my hair, so that's okay.
I know why you do it, so that's an amazing cause.
Locks for Love.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it for Locks for Love, American Cancer Society. As I've said many times, when I was had a double dog, or actually a triple dog deer to do it, I said, okay, I'm going to do this. Not that I know then it was a slow process. It grows slower than I
Like
thought it would.
everything.
Yeah. Amen to that. So almost to the appointed length to get it whacked off, and then we'll probably start over and do it again because I think it's a cool cause. But anyway, yeah, we do it for Locks for Love, and yes, he's on my hair all the time about it, but that's okay.
Maybe that's what Rob Ryan's doing as well.
Getting his hair cut right now?
You never know.
Never know. Or he's probably cleaning out his locker right now, cleaning out his office.
Yeah.
More than likely.
Yeah, I don't think he has a locker.
No, they probably got an office and they bring a box and they'll stand there with a key and say,
And security there.
go ahead and get your stuff cleaned out. We'll walk you to the door. Normally how that goes.
Yeah.
So
Here's your hat. What's your hurry?
here you go. See ya. So anyway, I don't get
So what do
it.
you think about Todd Bowles? You think should he go?
Yeah. Jets coach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Should he go to Buffalo?
No, should he?
Get fired?
Get fired.
I don't know about that. He's had a lot of, it's been a revolving door at the quarterback spot, but, the Jets and, of course, the New York press is all over him, so
Yeah.
that's a tough place to coach. I mean,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
talking about a. Whew.
You're on the hot seat all the
Oh
time.
man, you talking
Next
about
game you don't win, everybody's mad at you.
you talking about a place has no mercy. Holy smokes, New York Press
Yeah.
in any sport.
Yeah.
So should Todd Bowles go? Well, they're 4-11. So if they lose Sunday, it'll be Sunday be 4-12
Well,
or 5-11. So
is that all his fault?
no,
Okay.
don't think so. But who takes the fall more times than not?
The coach always does.
Yeah. Just like when they got rid of Gus Bradley, there was guys in Jacksonville came out and said we let him down. He's a good coach.
Well, you're getting paid millions of dollars. Why do you let him down?
Exactly. That was my point.
You know,
Why are you crying on about it
if you
now?
want to play better, actually, you should start like at the first game.
There you go. Why do it now? Exactly. Why are you worried about it? If you really
Yeah,
cared,
yeah.
step up when it counted and help the guy keep his job.
You know, after the fourth or fifth game you lose, maybe you ought to say, maybe I need to do better.
Huh, this could be me.
Yeah.
It could be on us. There you go. Well put. So anyway, Rob and Rex Ryan canned just a few moments ago from the Buffalo Bills, and the inner coach is the defensive coordinator. Is that right?
No, I think it's the offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Lynn.
Lynn, okay, he's your guy
Yeah.
to coach you for one more game. So there again, so you go into the meetings tomorrow.
So he can say, I'm the coach.
Yeah,
I'm the main guy.
I'm the main guy. So they won't have time to even put interim, go get a sign made because the season's over Sunday.
Yeah.
And I would think this guy would not be the permanent, although I don't know that, but I would think they'll begin a search. But now you've got Jacksonville looking for a coach.
What do you think about out in the Bolts?
You got the Chargers probably going to be looking for a coach.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know about the 49ers. I mean, there's going to be several. They're 2-13. They're just bad.
You know, he did
The
that-
Bears, to
he-
keep Hawks around in Chicago, or are you going to let him go?
I keep him around. He's a good old coach, I think.
Is that why these guys are letting go of these coaches now to get a jump start on who can take their
Yeah,
place? Okay.
yeah. I think that the cherry picking some of the good guys and who they can bring on, and you know, if you let them know ahead of time, maybe you'll be first in line to get the. Because once you get them to a place, if you really like them, you're gonna do everything you can to keep them from going anywhere else.
There you go. So maybe that's why I still don't get letting a guy go for one more game. At this point, play it out. You know.
Yeah.
Play
What is
out
that
this
game
thing.
going to matter?
Exactly.
Really?
It's not.
You've lost a whole bunch.
Yeah, the Bills are done. The Jets they're just playing out the season, so who cares? But
You know that Kelly guy? He's kind of like ruined everything and got rid of all the help in
Philadelphia, Chip
and
Kelly.
and they finally ran him out of town.
They ran him out. Yeah.
And then he's here at San Francisco. Some of my family are diehard San Francisco fans, and I'm like, I've been with the Dolphins, so I don't have any sympathy for you at all. But Chip Kelly is, I mean,
He's not winning too many places.
No. Maybe he's a duck for life.
I guess he's a 2-3 right now, so with no place to go but up. And of course, they take on Seattle Sunday, which will be.
Well, that's not true. There's not anywhere to go but up. There's one more game left.
Well, I guess it is. That'd be a good springboard for next year. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess they have. I don't know why I said they have plenty of places to go up because you're 2-13. You're not very good.
With one game left.
With one game left and getting ready for 2017.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know why I said that. Yeah, they got plenty of room to go up. They're terrible. So you have right now the Jets 4 wins, Jacksonville 3 wins, Cleveland 1-14, San Diego 5-10. That's in the AFC. The worst in the NFC: Philadelphia 6-9, Carolina 6-9, Chicago 3-12, and San Francisco 2-13.
Who would have thought that Carolina Panthers would be where they are now?
Yeah, they really
Who
nosed
saw
up.
that?
Yeah.
What do you think about that cornerback they let go? You think that has anything to do with it?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's some problems in the clubhouse.
Josh Gordon?
Yeah, I think there's Josh Norman.
Josh Norman.
I think there's some problems in the clubhouse, and I think it starts with your quarterback.
Yeah.
I think he thinks he's bigger than the team. Phenomenal talent. Don't get me wrong. Guy can play the game,
He's
but
taller than the team.
yeah. But I think his attitude's more me than a we. But I'm not there, so I don't know. That's purely speculation. But something's not right to go from the Super Bowl down to 6-9.
To that bad. I mean,
Yeah.
that's hard to do.
Yeah, you got to be pretty good to make that kind of slide. And Denver too, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, Denver's 8-7 after being in the
Look
Super
who
Bowl.
they had quarterbacking last year. I know
Yeah.
everybody said he wasn't as good as he used to be, but you still got Peyton Manning there.
Look at the
I
difference.
mean, yeah.
They sent
I think
Osweiler
his-
to
I think his
Houston.
work ethic.
Sure.
And
Leadership.
Everything, leadership.
Bingo.
You know, is it all just about throwing the ball? It's all
No.
about doing everything else that
Yes.
takes to be done.
Preach
and
it.
Be the first one in there and the last one to leave, and to work his tail off the whole time he's there.
You got it, and you set it by
knows more than the
set it by
coach.
example. Sure,
Yeah.
you gotta bust his tail, no question. So
And then you got, I guess they didn't think much of Osweiler, and Texas kind of did, so I think they might reevaluate after this.
Osweiler, that's an expensive bust.
How do you say, oops?
Oops, they benched that guy. Well,
How many million?
I said a lot of million. I don't know what his contract is, but I said this last year. Brock Osweiler should have sent bouquets of flowers to Peyton Manning because had he not been hurt and Osweiler took over the team,
Yeah.
he would have never been discovered.
Yeah.
And so for 3 or 4 games, this guy got him a big, hefty contract in Houston.
You know, that defense really carried them last year. I mean, they smothered everybody they were up against. Everybody had like a second to throw the football. And when you're leading, when the defense is that good, it takes, it doesn't, you don't have to be that good of a quarterback to really thrive in that.
No, when you got the team around you, the system, yeah. And some of those guys left for free agency. The Broncos, they weren't the same defense, and they're struggling. But yeah, for the Panthers to go where they went and drop to 6-9 with a chance to end up 6-10, big drop. So I would say there'll be some changes made in Charlotte in the offseason.
Yeah,
I would
I think there will.
Both players and coaches. I don't know if the head coach, but I think you'd see some position coaches reevaluated.
I agree. And when the GM tendered that offer and took it away, if he would have put that money and sunk it right back into other players and brought them in, but they didn't do anything.
No.
They didn't bring anybody in to help them out.
No.
They just kind of put that in the bank and said, I think we'll be fine, and they're finding out that they weren't.
They're not fine. No.
No. Did you hear about the Giants, the guy on the defense?
Pierre Paul?
No, actually, Oliver Vernon. Did you hear what he did for all of his players? He sent them all a bottle of liquor or something that was really fancy, and they said that was the biggest purchase they'd ever had from a person. $300,000 for all the liquor or wine or whatever it was that they sent to him.
To all of his teammates?
All his teammates. $300,000 present for Christmas.
I'm missing something. Why would you send everybody a bottle of liquor?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe he thought that was the right thing to do.
I could take his $300,000 and spend it a whole lot better, a whole lot more efficiently.
Yeah.
I would think. TVs or, hey, go out and buy. I like what the Bengals did. The Bengals went out and bought a bunch of bicycles for kids underprivileged in Cincinnati, bought them bicycles. So.
It's not always about you, right?
No, it's not. It's
I think Ezekiel Elliott bought them all John Deere four-wheelers, didn't he?
Did he really?
I think he did, yeah. All of his offensive linemen.
Went out and bought them 4-wheelers for Christmas.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know that. See?
Yeah.
You're on the cutting edge. I need to have you on the show more often. This is like a stringer, a reporter. Look, 1 minute, let's go. Hit the bell. Let's go to the reporter, Tim Smith. I like it. I didn't know that. Seriously, that's good stuff. Ezekiel Elliott bought all of his offensive linemen John Deere ATVs.
Four-wheelers or ATVs. Or
Cool. All right. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you for that breaking news. Rob and Rex Ryan gone at Buffalo
They're
Bills.
gone.
There you go.
Where do you think they'll go? Back to the Jets?
No. Probably in the college ranks. You see a lot of them going back and forth. Yeah.
And they make the same money either place, don't they?
Yeah. So, and I would think Rex Ryan would be one of the college kids would look up to him, and I could see the appeal for them to play for him.
How it is.
Yeah, I think it'd be good for the kids and Rex too. So.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll see. Good stuff. Thank you, Tim.
Thank you, Tom.
Yeah, that's my man, Tim Smith, American Import and Auto Repair, home of the free loaner car program at 27 before the hour. So there you heard the breaking. The breaking story again was that Rob and Rex Ryan let go as the coaching staff of the Buffalo Bills here this afternoon. It is 26 before the hour. Ben Foy. Again, who do we have winning our first oil change? Who was it today? Bill Lister of Gray. We're going to play the touchstones here in a minute. Again, give you that chance. So stay by your phone as we'll give you a chance to not get qualified. This is to be a flat-out instant winner for free oil change from American Import and Auto Repair. Tim, is Misty going to come be on the show? We're going to get her on here?
Sure, I'd like her to get up there.
I think she should come over here and sit down and talk to us.
Right now.
I don't do film.
She doesn't do film. Okay,
How
so
about
her
Facebook?
agent says no film, so no video. But
She's got a list of riders she needs before she gets on there.
She has to do what?
A list of riders.
A list of riders? She's like Chesney. Okay, here's what we gotta have. Come be on the show. But she brought me.
Yes.
She brought me gingerbread cookies, and she brought me some, whatever this little thing is. These are good. They look good. So, here she comes. So you really aren't going to be on the video?
No.
You really aren't? Why would you not do that?
Tell them where you went for the thing you went to with Angel coming down.
I don't think so.
I was like, what is he talking about?
It's on.
You go on? There you go. Hey, Misty, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Tell me about taking the youngins down to Dixie Stampede for Christmas. Had a big time?
It sure was. It was very moving.
Yeah. Now tell me about it. We really can't put you on the camera? We really can't do that?
No, I really don't like camera. Let's just leave it on you.
Okay. All right. Okay, but
No, it was really good. My favorite part was the live nativity. Very moving.
yeah, at Dixie.
Beautiful.
And you went to Dollywood, and how were the lights in Dollywood?
We were there during the day, so we didn't see many of the lights.
Was it crowded yesterday?
Very.
Packed?
They even extended the hour
Oh, really?
because it was so busy.
Wow.
They usually close at 9 or 8, and they extended to 10.
To let everybody get in there and see all the lights. Because it's winding down. I think it closes, what, Sunday or Monday
I
next week?
believe so.
Yeah, New Year's Eve night. So, anyway, so today you've been answering the phone, and folks have been dropping off their vehicles, and you've been doing that great customer always, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Now, has it been busier than normal? It's been kind of quiet today, coming out of a 3-day weekend.
I've been pretty steady with appointments.
Yeah,
As
booking
far
for
as coming in, no, but phone, yes.
yeah, the phone's been busy
Yes.
for the rest of the week, and you're getting appointments for what? What are you setting stuff up for? Front end alignments?
Everything.
Everything.
Yeah, a little bit of everything. Some people's having issues, and some people's just needing service, and
Preventive maintenance?
yep.
You want to tell us about this one more time before we get into the college football? How about tell us about the Super Saver Maintenance Plan for only $99? This is an awesome, awesome program.
Sure.
Fire away.
Fire away. Okay, you get 4 oil changes, and 3 of those are rotations. And the alignment, a normal alignment is like $59.95 starting out. So between the alignment and rotations, you already have your savings. And actually, it's something we neglect, but you actually should align your car at least once a year. So I learned that after I came here, so that was great knowledge. But there's other things on here. You save $30 off a single invoice over $300. Buy one, get one free wiper blade. Summer will be here before, hopefully. And you receive AC
Amen.
service, $10 off of that, and a free tire repair. Like I said, that free alignment, which is a $59.95 value. Free brake system inspection, and that's actually a savings of like $47, and $15 off transmission service, $10 off a coolant flush. There's so much on here that you really, really do get your value, because it's valued at $519 and it's only $99 plus tax.
How many oil changes do you get?
4.
All right, so we're giving away oil changes today at 30. Big Sexies are at $36.08. So if you took that, just round it off, $36 times 4, that's $144 just for the 4 oil changes. This whole thing is for $99. So you just come in and got the oil changes alone, you're saving yourself right at $45 right out of the chute. So you can't go wrong with it. $99. It's good for multiple vehicles too, right?
Oh yeah, it's good for, I always put a year and 3 months on mine.
Mm-hmm.
But you can let your kids use it, grandkids use it, spouse. I mean, just anybody can use it.
Yeah, and it's again, as we said, it's for 13 months. If you get it now, it'll be good through January of 2018. Can be used with multiple vehicles. $99, and you can call and get one, or you can come in and stop by and get one. And it's not just for Christmas; it's year round. But people sell a lot of these for stocking stuffers. You sold a lot of these this year too, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I sold one today.
Did you really? Mm-hmm. All right, moved one today. See, there you go. Oh, what's this little gizmo you brought me here?
I call them fancy cookies.
Fancy cookies. There
Those
you
are
go.
those, I can't say them.
Them little things, Danish wedding cookies.
Those really good cookies.
Looks like a thing on the side of a barn. It's one of them little signs in the barn. I'm
I
sorry.
call them the name brand cookies.
The name brand, them some high dollar cookies. And we got
That's
the
right.
gingerbread she brought me. And what is this little gizmo here?
That is actually Kim made that. That's
Cool.
mint fudge. It's really good. I tried a piece.
We're going to try that here when we get off the air. And then peanuts. We had some peanuts the other day. And I thought I was going to do mouth to mouth because I got Big Sexy says, I'll do it. I said, no, you're not going to do it, Jack. So you stay back over there. So anyway, we appreciate the little plate you brought. She took care of us as always.
You're
She
welcome.
spoils me. I get here, I got a soda, got a Dr. Enough, and now I got a little plate of treats. So she takes care of me. Thank you.
You're
You sure don't
welcome.
want to be on the sure don't want to be on the camera?
I'm positive.
Okay.
I gotta hold it up like this.
Bless your heart. Thank you, dear. You're awesome.
Thank you.
Yep, she's a nice one. She runs the front here and does a phenomenal job here at American Import Auto Repair. And look there. As soon as she puts the microphone down, the phone rings. 913-3111 is the number to call. And again, they're open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. Saturdays typically 8 to noon, although they'll be closed this Saturday for New Year's Eve. Quick break. We'll be right back. As promised, we'll take a look at college football, the bowl games from yesterday and the bowl games coming up. Also run down the Arby's Classic one more time. And also the Chick-fil-A Classic one more time. And also we'll give you a chance to get qualified, or not get qualified. We'll give you a chance to win a free oil change. All that coming up straight ahead here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, AM 790 WETV, also on Facebook Live.
I wasn't anywhere near it. You were. She dropped that.
I did not see him walk by.
For you Facebook fans, there's not a fight back here. There's something fell off from the glass broke, but there's not. Mitzi did not take a swing at Tim, nor did he take a swing back at her because she wouldn't be on the video, but it's all good. TomTaylorSports.com is the new website. Again, like us and share us. Again, click links to visit the Facebook page to watch us on live stream, as well as click links to visit my YouTube and Twitter pages. Can't thank you enough for that.
That fell off the board.
Oh, yeah.
It crashed.
It what?
That fell off the wall.
Oh, is that what the
Yeah, that's what it was. It just fell.
plaque for the Toys for Tots? The not the plaque, but the frame picture fell off the wall.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
So it really wasn't Misty snapping.
No, it wasn't Misty. She didn't
She
do
didn't
it.
snap, or Big Sexy didn't snap because he didn't get a chance to be on the radio again. Okay.
I think it was you being here that just
That's it.
gravitated toward you.
I just had that effect on people. So there you go. These places, they're hilarious. They are hilarious. All right. All right. Yeah, go ahead and hit the touchdowns. We'll do one more if you don't care.
Oh,
Okay,
what's your last
perfect.
name?
I knew you would.
Okay.
Stop this.
Yeah.
Okay, what name do you want me to put it under? Hers or yours?
Okay.
You on the radio?
Back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Let's make somebody else an instant winner. Be caller number 3 at 929-7900. Again, a $36 oil change, absolutely free. American Import Auto Repair. There are no strings attached. There's no catches, no gimmicks. Tim's just in one of those great moods, as he always says. Let's just give it away. And so a free oil change at 929-7900. Caller number 3. Light us up right now and see if we can't make you an instant winner. This is not a qualifier. You've won it if you call in. And if you're caller number 3, Ben will take the call at the studio at 929-7900. Tomorrow we'll be at Chick-fil-A. Again, to the Crossings in North Johnson City. Thursday we'll be at Champion Chevrolet. Then on Friday we'll be at Food City in Gray. Let's run them down to college football from yesterday. Who played and who won? Let's see. From yesterday, it was Mississippi State defeating Miami of Ohio in the St. Petersburg Bowl. The Quick Lane Bowl out of Detroit. Boston College in a shootout beat the Maryland Terrapins 36-30. Independence Bowl yesterday, North Carolina State defeating the Vanderbilt Commodores 41-17. That were the bowls from yesterday. And so today, let's see, first one up, and it's underway. Army and North Texas State just got started a little while ago. Army at 7-5. North Texas, one of those teams, at 5-7. And so North Texas campus in Denton, just about 48 miles down the road from the State Fairgrounds, assuring the bowl of a hearty green and white clad contingent in the stands. North Texas almost like a home game for them. They are 5-7 under Fisher coach Sean Littrell. Went 5-7 in the regular season, but earned a berth in the bowl game on the strength of its academic progress rate. And there were not enough 6-6 teams eligible for the postseason. There's a problem with the bowls, folks. You got to dip down and get a sub 500 team to fill out the bowl schedule. North Texas's way will go, and they're playing the Army cadets right now as we speak for the Black Knights. And so the Heart of Dallas Bowl will be the Black Knights' first postseason appearance since 2010. Army enjoying a resurgence in 2016. They're 7-5, posting its best record in 6 years. Regular season was capped by a win against Navy, snapping a 14-game losing streak to the Midshipmen. And the Heart of Dallas Bowl, which is the name of the bowl, obviously, is Army's first postseason game since 2010. The Mean Green will be making their first bowl appearance in 3 years and just their second one, North Texas, since 2005. What else happening in the previews? You also have Wake Forest and Temple coming up at Wake Forest at 6-6, Temple Owls at 10-3 in the Military Bowl in Annapolis, Maryland. It'll be at 3:30 this afternoon. Other games coming up, you have chronologically at 7 o'clock tonight of the Holiday Bowl in San Diego. Minnesota at 8-4, taking on Washington State at 8-4. Minnesota enters its National Funding Holiday Bowl appearance, trying to gain ground. Washington State, because of the distraction of a recent boycott with the Golden Gophers following the suspension of 10 of their teammates. The Gophers ended their 2-day boycott on December the 17th after they were assured the players accused of the involvement in an alleged sexual assault case will get a fair hearing. An upset win could cure some of the pain the program has endured. Minnesota hasn't won 9 games since the 10-win season 13 years ago. They're 8-4, so they're trying to get that 9th win. Washington State coach, meanwhile, Mike Leach, is trying to prevent his players from paying too much attention to Minnesota and the off-the-field issues. He says, I ignore 100% of that, Leach said of the boycott. Quote, there's always drama this time of year. Historically, your best bet is to assume everybody is playing. Leach did add, he said, if somebody on my football team decided to boycott, I'd cut him. I love it. Let me hit that bell. If somebody decided to boycott my football team, I'd cut him. I love it. The Cougars, 8-4, have the nation's number 2 passing offense at 371 yards per game, behind again, the Cougars of Washington State, by their quarterback, Falk, who's an excellent quarterback. He's got big-time Luke Falk. He's got big-time written all over him, along with his receiver, Gabe Marks. Again, Falk, for the Cougars, ranks in the top 5 nationally in passing yards per game, and passing touchdowns. Marks, his receiver, 12th in the country with 7 catches a game. And so these guys are battling the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Washington State and Minnesota involved again, as we said, in the Holiday Bowl coming up at 7 o'clock tonight in San Diego. Then finally the Cactus Bowl tonight in Phoenix. Boise State 10-2, Baylor 6-6, 10:15 kickoff on ESPN. No college football program in America needs a fresh start more than Baylor. The sexual assault allegations against football players led to the firing of the coach prior to the season. The Bears finished the regular season with 6 straight losses in a turnaround game. Baylor gets that opportunity to finish the campaign on a good note prior to focusing on when it faces Boise State in the Cactus Bowl tonight at 10:15. The Bears at 6-6 will have a new coach next season, and former Temple head coach Matt Rule. Interim coach Jim Grobe will run the team one last time. It's really a kind of a discombobulated system down in Baylor. Got all the problems off the field. You got a new coach coming in, the old coach going out. Art Browse talking about suing the university. The coach who got fired back in the summer. Senior running back Shock Linwood, the school's record holder, says he's going to skip the game today. He's not going to play. So Baylor's got all kinds of problems. The fact they even go on the field really and play is really amazing, and I credit to the coaching staff they got there, because it seems like it's almost on a weekly basis some kind of a sideshows going on at Baylor. But anyway, they will be there ready to go at 6-6 tonight against Boise State. Their star running back in junior Jeremy McNichols, who may be playing in the final contest of his career, may go pro. McNichols weighing whether or not to bypass his senior season. He is 5th in the country with 1,663 rushing yards during the regular season. Ranked 7th in school history with over 3,100 rushing yards. He scored 27 touchdowns this season, 23 rushing and 4 receiving, and has 44 career rushing touchdowns. That's the 4th most in Boise State history, so a pretty good running back there. Should be a fun game to watch tonight. Again, it'll be Baylor and Boise State. Also, sophomore quarterback Brett Rippon. I think you probably know where his father's from. Mark Rippon, remember him? Threw for 3,300 yards and 23 touchdowns for an offense averaging 36 points a game for Boise State. So that's your lineup again for today. Army, North Texas, coming up at 3:30. The Wake Forest and Temple, the Military Bowl, the Holiday Bowl, Minnesota and Washington State at 7 o'clock tonight. And then at 10:15 tonight, the Cactus Bowl, Boise State and Baylor at 10:15, coming up tonight from Phoenix, Arizona. Tom Taylor Sports Show, thanks for being with us. Of course, the Tennessee Volunteers and the Virginia Tech Hokies getting ready. Tennessee to play coming up again on Saturday. That'll be... coming up on Friday. Coming up on Thursday will be the Belk Bowl. Let's go with that one first. That'll be in Charlotte, Virginia Tech taking on Arkansas. That'll be coming up again on the 29th. And then you have on Friday, December the 30th, the Music City Bowl, the Tennessee Volunteers, and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. So those are the big games coming up. And again, that'll be happening, as we said, on Thursday for Virginia Tech and the Belk Bowl, and on Friday for Tennessee, the Music City Bowl. It's the Tom Taylor Sports Show. In 8 minutes on this side of 1 o'clock, we'll give it away at the top of the hour to Charles Stanley, the In Touch program. Ben Voigt, who was our other winner of a free oil change from American Import Auto Repair. Florence Stevens and Bill Lister won free oil changes, no strings attached, from American Import Auto Repair. Can't beat that. Bill's from Gray and Florence is from Johnson City. Is that correct? There you go. So, congratulations. Thanks for all the calls, and we appreciate that very much. And so, Bill Lister of Gray, and did you want? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We don't care about that, sure. She can't use it. Somebody will use it. It's for your oil change. You can't beat that. They'll have to come in on her name, but yeah, it's not a problem. Let's run down before we get out of here. Again, we got 7 minutes left in the show. Arby's Classic starting at 1 o'clock. Coming up here in just a few minutes, Game 1 of the 34th Annual Arby's Crockett, taking on Christ School out of North Carolina. At 2:30 today, Tabernacle Baptist out of the Bahamas and Chattanooga McCallie. At 4 o'clock, Georgia and Sullivan East. At 5:30, Wayne, Ohio and Tennessee High. At 7 o'clock tonight, Trinity, Kentucky and Dobbins Bennett. And at 8:30 tonight, Oak Ridge and Science Hill. That's day 1 of the Arby's Classic at Viking Hall in Bristol. For the Chick-fil-A Holiday Classic in Elizabethton at 3:30 today, Chucky Doak and Cloudland. Volunteer and Maribel Heritage at 5 o'clock. Sullivan Central and Elizabethton at 6:30.
Sorry about that.
East Hamilton and Happy Valley at 8 o'clock tonight. Game 1 of that tournament. Also, you have, let's see, you have the Hal Hennard, at the Hal Hennard Gymnasium, I should say, the Andrew Johnson Bank Ladies Classic. Let's run that one down for you. They'll be playing all day long there. The next game up at 1 o'clock, Morristown West Ladies taking on Spring Valley, West Virginia. At 2:30, Daniel Boone's Lady Trailblazers battling Bradley Central. At 4 o'clock, West Green takes on Belfry, Kentucky. At 5:30, at Hal Hennard Gymnasium in Greenville, Dobbins Lady Indians will take on the Chucky Doak Lady Black Knights. Also at 7 o'clock tonight, South Green's Lady Rebels taking on Clover, South Carolina. And at 8 o'clock tonight, the host team, the Greenville Lady Green Devils, battling Loganville, Georgia. At 8:30 tonight, all that going on again, day 1 of the Andrew Johnson Bank Ladies Classic at Hal Hennard Gymnasium in Greenville. And in one more tournament I want to let you know about happening in Southwest Virginia, the Grand Holiday Classic at UVA Wise at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Mount Mission takes on George Wythe at 5:30 tonight. Bell, Kentucky gets on Ridgeview at 7 o'clock. It's Eastside. This is a boys tournament, by the way. Eastside takes on the Lebanon Tigers at 7 o'clock tonight. And then the final game of the evening will be at 8:30, the nightcap, Wise Central taking on Castlewood. So those games are going on today at UVA Wise in Wise, Virginia, the Grand Holiday Classic. So there you go. That's a rundown of the tournaments going on around the region. Also, I want to pass on to you where some of the other tournaments teams are involved in. Daniel Boone playing in Cleveland, Tennessee in a tournament there. Iroquois County in the tournament in Knoxville. The Hampton Bulldogs in the tournament in Maryville. Unaka, the Rangers in the tournament in Knoxville. And North Green in the tournament in Harriman. So everybody has these holiday tournaments going on around the region, around the eastern part of Tennessee. High school girls, where they playing Daniel Boone, Tennessee High, Dobbins Minute, South Green, North Green, as we said, and the Andrew Johnson Bank Ladies Classic in Greenville. Science Hills Lady Hilltoppers in a tournament in South Carolina. Crockett and the Hampton Lady Bulldogs in a tournament in South Carolina. Happy Valley plays in a girls' Christmas tournament in Sevierville. And Sullivan North and Hampton in a tournament in South Carolina. And also Sullivan East playing in a single game, coming up again on Thursday night in Gate City. So that's what's going on there with all the high school teams and the high school tournament action. We'll let you know all about that coming up again, as we said, tomorrow, when we have all the results in from day one of these tournaments at the Arby's Classic and the Chick-fil-A Classic and the Grand Holiday Classic for the guys, and also for the Andrew Johnson Bank Ladies Classic in Greenville for the ladies. So there you go. Ben Foy, it's been a busy day, my friend. We're about out of time. Again, it's been a good show. We love having the folks in here and from American Import and Auto Repair. We'll be tomorrow at Chick-fil-A at the Crossings in North Johnson City, back on our regular Wednesday schedule there. On Thursday, we'll be at Champion Chevrolet, the Bristol Motor Mile in Johnson City. And also on Friday, we'll kick off the New Year's Eve weekend, grocery-wise, with a stop at Food City in Gray, Big Daddy Dale Hammond store. Looking forward to going there. Hang out with Big Daddy Dale coming up again on Friday. So we're going to be busy the rest of the week, my friend. That's okay. It's what it's all about, right? You got it, no question. And also at Food City, I want to remind you about the meat and cheese medleys, all these different trades you can get ready to entertain the folks for the football game, to watch either Virginia Tech on Thursday or Tennessee on Friday, or New Year's Eve celebration, whatever you need a tray for. They've got the meat and cheese trays, the cooked shrimp tray, the meatball chicken tender tray at Food City, also the deli cheese balls, the buffalo wing tray, the candy tray. They've also got the fresh fruit tray, all that again at your local Food City. And you can go to foodcity.com and you can order it from the store you want and also what you want, and then tell them what time you want to come pick it up, and it'll be there ready for you. So can't beat that. Just go to foodcity.com and check it out for all the different trays you need for entertaining. It says entertaining is easy with trays from Food City. So it's just that easy. Also, don't forget the whole Food City spiral sliced ham for $1.59 a pound at your local Food City. Also, you have some of the other specials. Pepsi products, six-pack half-liter bottles, 5 for $10. Also at Food City, the Food City ice cream for $1.99 for a 48-ounce container. Duncan Hines Classic Cake Mix for only 79 cents. Going to be making some cakes or brownies. Got those on sale at your local Food Cities. So, again, out of the produce department, the Seedless California Mandarin Oranges, a pound bag for $3.88. And so all that going on at your local Food City. And we'll be at Food City in Gray on Friday. So, beginning to wrap this thing up, we want to say thanks to our buddy Tim Smith and Kim Smith, and also our guest Misty Brown, and also Big Sexy Scott Hyatt from American Import and Auto Repair. Again, our winners, Bill Lister of Gray and Florence Stevens from here in Johnson City, Jonesboro area, winning free oil changes from American Import and Auto Repair. We're out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. We always say win or lose, be a good sport. We mean that. Back in saddle tomorrow at Chick-fil-A, the Crossing in North Johnson City. So for Misty Brown, Scott Hyatt, Tim Smith, our producer extraordinaire Ben Foy, this is Tom Taylor again, as always, telling you win or lose, be a good sport. Charles Stanley up next from the In Touch program here on WETB. We'll rejoin you tomorrow on these airwaves and also on Facebook Live. From American Import and Auto Repair on this Tuesday, December the 27th, we say so long, everybody. All right, Facebook Live, we're done. Don't go yet, Ben. Facebook Live again. Like us and share us and be with us and be our pals and all that on TomTaylorSports.com. You can listen to us on the radio. You can also, as we've said all show long, look at us and check us out on Facebook Live. Also on the radio. Share us and like us, please. And you have. We appreciate that very much. And so we're done here today. We'll be rejoining you tomorrow, as we said, at Chick-fil-A at the Crossings in North Johnson City. So have a great Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow, Wednesday, from Chick-fil-A at the Crossings in North Johnson City. So long, everybody.